All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Sorry about the delay. I needed to um, update my app as soon as I logged in. All right, let's get going. Again, my name's Allison. What I was kind of planning for this morning, maybe more of like a beginning kind of vinyasa, a little bit power yoga class. Definitely not anything too intense. Just maybe get kind of the body warmed up, get moving. Get ready to start the weekend. So if at any point in time you need to modify child's pose, just take a quick little break or breather, feel free to do that. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get started in a child's pose. Okay, so again, you can bring those toes together. Knees can come a little bit wider. Send those hips back to the heels, reaching those arms forward, and then rest that head down. Okay, so big reach through those fingertips. You're thinking about really pressing into those palms to press those hips back to the heels, and then rest that head down. And just start to breathe in and out through the nose, connecting with that breath. Thinking about really filling those lungs, feeling maybe the rib cage expanding into those legs, and then exhaling all of that breath out. Again, a few more times, just on your own, that really big breath in. A nice, slow, controlled exhale. And then make your way up onto those hands and knees. So stack those hands right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath those hips. A few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone as we gaze up. And exhale, round, pressing those shoulder blades away from each other, drawing that belly up and in, pulling that tailbone down towards the ground. Good, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone into that cow spine. Exhale, round into cat spine. And inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, round. And inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Good, inhale, bring it back to center. We're gonna extend just that right leg back. So flex that foot, point those toes straight down. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose. Inhale, press it back out. Exhale, curl it in. Good, press it back out. And curl. And reach it back out. Now, as we press through that foot, okay, keep the hips squared out, so we don't want the toes or the hips to open up at all. Now from here, we're just gonna lift. So kind of pulse it, lifting that heel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that knee down. Let's go to the other side. Extending that left leg out. Press through that heel. Exhale, curl it in. Press it back out. And curl it in. And press it out. Last time, curl it in. Press that leg out and lift it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower it down. Maybe adding some sway, some cat-cows. And then bring it back to neutral. We're going to send that right leg back. Okay, left arm is going to reach forward. Then exhale, curl that knee in, drawing that elbow to the knee. And inhale, we'll reach it out long. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it back out. And exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it back out. Let's go 2 more. Curl and reach and curl and reach. Now hold here. We're going to pulse it. We're going to lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that hand down. Lower that knee down. Going to the other side, we're going to send that left leg back. Right arm is going to reach forward. And exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. And curl. And reach. and curl. And reach, last two. Curl that knee in. Send it back out. Curl it in. Reach it out. Again, lifting the arm and the foot for 10, 9. Keep that core tight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hand down, lower the knee down. Toes together, knees a little bit wider. Send those hips back to the heels into that child's pose. And we can find that side stretch, just walking the hands over to that right side. Big reach through that left arm. You bring it back to center. We're going to go over to that other side. Big reach through that right arm as we rest that head down. I hit a wall. I never felt so low, so low. Let that waterfall. My tears drop to the floor. Then walk those hands back to center. Coming up onto those hands and knees. We'll step those feet back to our plank. And exhaling those hips to the sky, downward facing dog. So slight bend in those knees. Take a moment, maybe pedal those feet out to press one heel down as we bend that opposite knee. And then switching sides. Now inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Inhaling that half lift. Exhale, fold. And again, inhale that half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's go one more. Inhale, lift and lengthen out. We're going to bend into that right knee, twisting. Left arm is going to reach up. But exhale it down as we fold. To the other side, inhale, lift and lengthen. So nice flat back. Bending into that left knee, right arm reaches up. And exhale it down as we fold. Let the head and arms hang nice and heavy. Stretching out the backs of those legs. And now inhale, find that half lift. You might need to bend into those knees a little bit more to get that back flat. You're going to take that big step back with that left leg, lowering that knee down into a lunge. So hands are down on the ground. We're going to twist. Right arm is going to reach up. And exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. So rib cage pulls down, pressing those hips forward. Good, now straighten that leg as we fold. Okay, back is nice and flat. Again, we'll twist. Right arm reaches up. And lower that hand down. Rebend into that knee as we step those feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, find that half lift. Right leg is going to lift. Take that big step back. Lower that knee down into that low lunge. Now plant that right hand. Twisting. Left arm is going to reach up. And now lower that hand down. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. So rib cage down. Pressing those hips forward. Good, now lower the hands down. Straighten that front leg. Nice flat spine. And then twist. We're going to reach that left arm up. And then we'll lower that hand down. Rebend into that front knee as we step both feet to the top of the mat. Half lift on the inhale. And exhale, fold. And just let the head hang heavy here for a breath. And two more times. Half lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And fold. And if you need to, one time, they're not going to be able to see me all the way, but reach those arms up and back, standing up nice and tall. Reaching those arms back as the hips press forward. And exhale, fold. Let's find those twists. Flat back. Bending into that right and left arm reaches up. Then exhale, fold. Other side, lengthen out, twisting. Right arm reaches up. Lower the hands down as we fold. You can flatten out that back. We're gonna lift that left leg up. Big step back, lower that knee down. Twisting, right arm reaches up. Lower that hand down. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Rib cage down as we press those hips forward. And then we'll straighten that front leg, pull the toes back. Twisting, right arm up. And lower the hand down. We bend into that knee as we step those feet up to the top of the mat. Half lift on the inhale. Big step back with that right leg into that low lunge. Twisting as we reach that left arm up. Lower that hand down. Inhaling those arms up. Pressing the hips forward, rib cage down. Pause here for a breath. And then lower the hands down. Flat back as we twist again. Left arm up. Good, now lower that hand down. Rebend into that knee. This time we're gonna step the feet back to a plank. We're gonna move into a vinyasa. So shifting that weight forward. If you need to lower onto the knees, you can. As we lower onto the stomach, point those toes. Lifting that chest into the cobra. Or you can press it up into that upward facing dog. And exhaling those hips to the sky, down dog. Again, we'll come back onto or into that plank position. So we squeeze those legs together nice and tight through that core. Chest is pulling forward just slightly, and then gripping with those fingertips. Okay, holding this here in a plank. Okay, if you want a little bit more challenge, we're gonna lift the right leg up, curl that knee to the chest, send it back out, and lower it down. So again, staying in the plank or staying in this kneeling plank, you can do the same idea here, okay? Other side, left leg lifts. Curl that knee in, send it back out, and lower. Let's go 2 more times each side. Right leg lifts, curl, send it back out, and lower. Left leg up, curl it in, send it out, lower. Last time, right leg up, curl, send it out, and lower. Last time, left leg, lift, curl, send it back out, and lower. Let's go all the way down onto our stomachs. Let's go into that Sphinx pose. So elbows are right underneath the shoulders, but spreading those fingers out, pressing into those palms. Draw the elbows back as we lift up through the crown of the head. So think about pulling that chest forward and up, pulling that chin down just slightly so we're gazing at that top edge of the mat. And then soften it down. Maybe that was a pretty big extension through the spine. Keep the knees a little bit close together. And you can just send those hips back so you get a little bit more rounding in the spine. If that counterbalance feels okay, again, if that's a little bit too much, you can always bring the knees a little bit wider and just soften that chest down to the ground in between those legs. Go ahead and come back up. Let's just go ahead and sit off to one side. So a little variation to our pigeon. Okay, so we're gonna bring I'll mirror you guys, your right shin in front of the mat. This left ankle is gonna come up and over. Okay, so try and think about stacking the shins, okay, but if those hips are a little bit tighter this morning, hey, this leg might be all the way up here, kind of like mine is, okay. If this is way, way too much, try and sit just in that cross-legged position. So you're still gonna feel that stretch through that outer hip. So really no right or wrong way here, just doing what works for you. Sitting tall, regardless of the position that you're in. And then just start to hinge from those hips. You walk those hands forward. Maybe you can lower that chest all the way down on those shins. And then bring it back up. Let's go ahead and twist. So we're gonna bring our right hand across that left knee. Left hand plants behind the back. Sit up tall and twist, looking over that shoulder. Let's go to the other side. Just twist. So going on to that other knee or maybe that foot. Sit tall. And then exhale that deeper twist. Bring it back to center. Just go ahead and switch that cross of the leg. So now that left shin will be down on the ground. Right leg comes across. Again, sitting in that cross-legged position works totally fine too. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall. We hold it here, just letting that knee kind of soften down towards that foot. You can walk those hands forward, hovering that chest right over that shin. Then we'll bring it back up. Let's go ahead and twist over to that right side. So left hand comes across the knee. Sit tall on the inhale. Then exhale deeper into that twist. Good, bring it to center. Let's go to the other side. Sit tall on that inhale. Exhale that deeper twist. Good, bring it back to center. Go and extend those legs out. Reaching those arms up, flexing those feet as we fold it forward. So grabbing arm to the outside edge of the feet, the ankles, maybe you're all the way up here by those knees. Just flat back, and exhale, fold a little deeper. bring it back up. Interlace those fingers behind the back, opening up that chest. Bring those hands away from the hips. And go ahead and release it. Just recross those legs to find that comfortable seated position. Just closing out this practice with a little bit of breath, some breathing. And so just taking a breath on your own. And now as you take that next inhale, it's going to be an 8-second count. So inhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. And exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again, inhaling, just counting on your own. A couple more times. Finish out one more. Making those eyes open. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. We are going to switch up the format a little bit. Just 2 of the days, I believe Monday and Thursday, we're going to change a little bit. So be checking the schedule on that. We'll give an updated description on that. But basically, Monday is going to be a little bit more intermediate class. So since it's a little bit longer, we have a little bit more time to kind of build up. So maybe we're working towards a little bit more peak poses. If that's something that you're interested in. So that's going to be Monday, same time, 4:45, and then Thursday morning is going to be more of a power yoga class. So it's a little bit shorter. So we're just going to kind of get right into it. So kind of like we did this morning with those like bird dogs, the planks. It's going to be a little bit more core for focus. There is still going to be some stretches and yoga aspects to it. So just be on the lookout for that, and I will see you guys all next week.